contextual reading. Why contextual reading is important? Whenever we read Bible passage, we tend to neglect the fact about the reality. Whenever we read the passage, our belief system explains some narrative in our mind based on the observation. But contextual reading will give a revelation about the passage's real meaning. For example, I'll just give a sample from Psalms chapter 15. This Psalms chapter 15 was written by King David. We will ponder upon the passage now. The passage starts with, "Who shall abide in God's sanctuary?" Like that, it's starting with a question. In the first verse, it says, "O Lord, who may abide in your tent? Who may dwell in your holy hill?" When we read this passage in a regular manner, we might feel that a tent and a hill, the meaning of a tent and hill, in our mind perception, it will be like tent is a hut, small hut, and hill something bigger than a rock, a hill. That's what it comes to our mind. When you read this passage in contextual manner, you will come to know a real meaning. Why I say? Because in tent, if you see the contextual meaning, in David's time, a tent means a tabernacle. What? A tabernacle is known as tent in David's era. Then next line, it says, "Your holy hill." What does it mean, hill? In David's time, they represent a hill as heaven. So it talks about a tabernacle and a heaven. So the passage actually means, "O Lord, who may abide in your tent," that is a tabernacle, that is today's current church. "Who may dwell in your holy hill," in the sense heaven. David he is directly asking Father God that who will be in your church and who will be in the heaven. For that, Father God explains, like from 2 to 5, "Those who walk blamelessly and do what is right and speak the truth from their heart, who do not slander with their tongue and do no evil to their friends, nor take up a reproach against their neighbors." So on the passage goes. So this is what actually means in the contextual reading. If you catch hold of the reality, you can easily understand the passage instead of searching the concordance and references. When you go read or study in a contextual manner, you can directly understand what God revealed through that passage. If you read contextually, you will have less illustrations. Most of the time, you won't be needing any illustrations to support the actual passage. Why? The contextual reading itself reveals the revelation of the God in a proper manner. It will be very easy and understandable in contextual reading. How to achieve this type of contextual reading? Before reading the passage, you should know where the passage was, who written the passage, and then in which chapter the passage occurs. You need to know the background story about a person, whoever involves in that particular passage. If you know the background, you can know the context. After knowing the background, if you start reading the passage, you will get different revelation. Without any background research or knowing any facts, if you blindly read the biblical passage, you will not get any revelation. Why? This is why most of them rely on the illustrations. Thank you.